What's up, guys? Troy back. We're gonna put a new bumper on the Big Bear today. So I'm gonna do an install video for you, go over some of the pointers. Most of you guys probably already know, some people don't, so I'm just gonna do this video, how to install this. It's a bumper from OEDRO off of Amazon. We'll go get started on this, removing the bumper. And as you can see, I already did a stubby mod on this one, but I wanted to get a real bumper, so I got that. So we'll get this bumper off, and then we'll show you how this one goes on. So just so you guys know, 4 bolts behind here, nuts, 4 nuts, 18mm socket. So whatever combination you need to use to get your old bumper off, 18mm for those 4, or there's 8, 4 on each side, so 8 nuts. And then you just got to unhook there's a clip back here for your fog lights. You just push the little thing and pull them out, and that's it. So 8 bolts, and this thing will come off. All right, for you stock Jeep owners that have the stock bumpers, you're going to want to, these 4 bolts here, that's behind here and here, are going to be the easiest ones to do, and then these 2 outside ones here are going to be easy. On the other side of this frame here. These 2 bolts here are kind of difficult because they're behind some kind of thing there. But so if you remove this plate right here, you're gonna have to get underneath this side here, take a screwdriver and pry up on your frame right here, and it'll pop these things out. They got those plastic rivet things, and it's Phillips, but you won't get them out, trust me. There's Phillips right there. So just take it out. Once you take it out, this thing right here is what's in your way here, guys. So it's hard to get in here, but if you get a socket, if the swivel on it or something, you'll get those 2 out. So that's where we're at. All right, so we got all 8 bolts out. Like I said, as long as you disconnect your 2 wires for your fog lights, the 8 bolts, and it just comes right off. One thing you got to remember though is your wiring harness here has, the loom has keepers that go into this bumper, so just pull those out. Pull out, and there's your bumper, guys. Set it off to the side. So here's what we're dealing with. So the new bumper should just bolt right on here. 4 bolts go right into there. Figure out where your wiring harness goes. Yeah, let's get this thing on. The whole package, they say, weighs about 85 pounds, so I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to show you guys something real quick on this bumper. So if you can see here, it comes with 3. If you can see that, there's 3 studs. Each side, you got to put 1 more in it, and that comes in a kit. So it must be for easier installation. But let's throw her on here. All right, there we go. New bumper's in. All we got to do is bolt her up, and she looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks good. I like it. So like you've seen how easy it goes on. Super easy, no problems. The bar, or the stinger bar, whichever you want to call it, mounts right to here. 8 bolts. So I'll show you that too. So there's your bolts they give you. Washer, lock, washer, washer. So that's what we want to put on there. I can tell you one thing. Putting this back on is going to be a lot easier than taking the stock one off. Everything's real easy to get to. And as you can see, these ones I'm putting in, these ones here line right up, no problems. Everything matches nice, lines up good. So we'll get those. Actually, what I'm going to do first is the stock bumper comes with these little plates. You can see how they are. This goes to the top. It's just like a backing plate, extra strength. And there's 2 on each side. So I'm going to put this on, then put this. I figured Jeep used it for a reason. Might as well put it on to come with them. For the new bumper, 19 millimeter. One thing I forgot to mention is your fog lights, your factory fog lights will go into here. You can put them on ahead of time, or like I'm going to just put them on afterwards. They just screw right in. There's screws in the back of that they mount right on. You just take them out of your old bumper, put them in this one. I should have probably did that ahead of time, but I wasn't thinking. So it'll just be a little bit a little bit harder. Big deal, nothing major there. That and that. Put this one on over here. Lock and a lock. 2 nuts. Okay, all bolted up. So like I said, the only thing I got to do now is put the bar on it. This bolts up right there. Like that. Should be good to go. Now, the only thing with this is everything was perfect. No problems with this thing. The bolts that they give you to mount this on are not the right bolts. I've contacted the vendor. Hopefully by the time if you guys are putting this on, you guys will have that issue resolved. But give me 1 second here. Okay, so if you guys can see these, all right, let me focus on this. Okay, this is what they give you to put on here. I think it's like a 1/4 inch bolt, not sure. All right, this is what I went and got. This is a 3/8 by 1 inch stainless steel bolt. These will not work, and they know it. They're gonna try and address the issue. So if you can see, perfect fit here, okay? These ones, the hole's double the size of these, and the head almost goes through there. Even with a washer on there, it's not gonna be very good. Actually, the head just went through there, so whatever. So I went and bought my own local bolt place. I got 16 stainless steel washers, top and bottom, nuts, locks, and bolts. 8 bolts. $4.05.
All right, as you can see here,
all right, so it's not that big a deal. If you got to do it, so what?
Factory fog lights.
But so that's what we're going to use to put these on.
Screws,
so
the Phillips screws that came with it, those go into plastic. They didn't work on this application, so I just had those laying around. I put them in. They worked great. And you can see I have the Stinger bar installed with the bolts that I had bought, and it's a lot easier to do that with the bumper off, that and the fog lights. Okay, there's the finished product installed on the Jeep. Everything went really well, had no problems. Probably about a half hour maybe to do it all. If you're not real good at it, maybe an hour. Everything's installed, everything looks good. Had no problems really. There's the bolts that I bought and installed. I sprayed them with plastic dip, the black, to make them look nice, blend in. It came with silver D-rings. I put red ones on it I had here at the house. You can't get that bolt in right there. There's no way. So each side only needs 3. There's no way to get those 2, 1 in on each side. But I mounted a plate down on the bottom on the slant there. I think that looked pretty sharp, like a custom install. The red spotlights I have up there, I had at the house. I kind of opted for those because that's the theme of my Jeep is red and black. But other than that, guys, great bumper. Love it. Like the way it looks, good quality. Hope you enjoyed the video. And subscribe, like, and hit that bell button. Thanks, guys.